This is Cotopaxi. The founder, Davis Smith, grew up in Latin America and lived for several years in Ecuador. When he wasn't in school, Davis was exploring and camping in Cotopaxi National Park. It was here that he developed a lifelong reverence for the strong, hard-working people of the Andes. His time in Latin America also showed him the plight of those in abject poverty. Davis later moved to the United States, where he pursued advanced degrees in business and international studies. He started several successful e-commerce businesses. Despite his success, he wanted to do more to make a difference in the world. For his next venture, he decided to merge his love of travel with a poverty-fighting business model. Each customer's purchase would give to those living in the world's poorest regions. He named the company Cotopaxi to represent the spirit of adventure, optimism, and determination that he'd experienced during his time in Ecuador. Let's look a little deeper at the story and culture of Cotopaxi.
The building at 78 South Main Street in Salt Lake City was originally a bank. Now it houses Cotopaxi retail space on the main floor and offices on the upper level. Open space with no walls encourages an open flow for relationships and communication.
So I think Davis is a good visual representation of Cotopaxi. He's, whether it be all over the website or on Utah business magazines or through LinkedIn, whatever kind of means, he's, whether it be politicians as well, he's kind of the visual representation of Cotopaxi, which is interesting because he's this bald guy with glasses and he's like really clean cut. But he kind of is the idea of the brand. He truly believes in doing good, whether it be in the community that he's in or just kind of throughout the world, whether he's traveling and visiting with the UN or, like I said, political leaders. He's a visual representation of what Cotopaxi means as a brand.
The employees at Cotopaxi seek to improve their unique brand every day they come to work.
My name's Maddie, and I work at Cotopaxi.
My name is Brendan, and I work at Cotopaxi.
My name is Shayla, and I work at Cotopaxi.
Not only does Cotopaxi place emphasis on their quality products, but also on developing quality relationships.
I think the thing that really sets Cotopaxi aside from the other companies, especially kind of here in the Utah area, is just not only the focus on the employees and the culture and creating an environment that everyone actually wants to come to work, but when people are at work, there's this kind of, I wouldn't say sense of family because it's not a family, it's a business still, but it's a sense of you want to still communicate with your coworkers and laugh, and you want to go out and eat lunch with them, you want to talk to them about things that aren't, work influence, whether it be sports or entertainment, whatever it might be. And so kind of having these personal relationships makes it desirable to actually come into the office. So as an employee, it's something unique, but I think from an outside perspective, the uniqueness also comes from just the product, right? It's a different product, it's a different kind of company model, being a B Corp and doing all this good in the world and having this sense of, I guess, responsibility to the public and to the stances that we as a company believe in. I think kind of it sets it aside from a lot of the other companies here in Utah and especially around the country.
Employees find value in this company through recognizing the good they create in the world, as well as the goodness they feel every day when they come to work.
So why did you choose to work at Cotopaxi?
So I originally got my first experience with Cotopaxi by doing the Questival when they first started the store here, when they first opened it. And I just thought it was like such a cool experience, and so the company had kind of been on my radar for some time. And I just really liked their whole message of doing good and giving back. So when I graduated and was looking for job opportunities, I wanted to make sure that I went to a company that I was proud to work for and excited to go to work every day. So when I got a call back for Cotopaxi, I was pretty excited and came in and interviewed and just really fell in love with all the people here. Everybody was pretty laid back and made me feel welcome and comfortable. My first interview and all 3 interviews after that. I remember seeing Rich actually in between interviews out to dinner one night, and he came over and gave me a hug and was like, "Oh, well, we'll have an interview with you soon." So that just really resonated with me. Like, not many companies, I feel like, would have that interview experience, and then that just kind of translated over into my 2 months of being here. So
These core values inspired the workplace atmosphere, employee satisfaction, product development, and social impact. By focusing on human empathy, innovating based on user feedback, and exploring the world to inspire others, Cotopaxi has created a vast array of quality products to help their consumers do good.
So I recently bought my husband a Cotopaxi parka, and included in the packaging when we received the order in the mail was the following: the tag, a decal of a llama with part of their mission there, with 2% of revenue to alleviate poverty. Again, learning about their 2% donations that they give, and more information here about the product being guaranteed for 61 years, the average lifespan of a person living in the developing world. They will replace it or repair it for free if it ever fails. And last of all, this card, which was handwritten and says, "Do good and adventure on," in the writer's first language. This person is from Uganda. Cotopaxi employs refugees to handwrite these notes to go in every online order. That's just one more way that they're doing good.
This is how Cotopaxi maintains their unique company vibe.
Yeah, so we have in the wild time, which is 10% of your work week. You're allowed to go out and outdoors, live the brand's values, and go climbing, biking. And there's a lot of people in the office who do that with each other. So there's a lot of hanging out outside of the office. Everyone here really lives the culture and they're friends. It's pretty awesome. And then another thing we do that I think really helps add to our culture is we have a weekly meeting, or bi-weekly meetings, called Academia, and that's where the whole team from every department gets around and gives updates on what their team's doing. And we also do, we have like guest speakers come in, we do activities, we do like innovation tournaments, and I feel like everyone's on the same page and always knows what's going on, and it's just a time where the whole company can connect. So I feel like the transparency is something that really is unique here, and I've appreciated.
This is Questival, an adventure race unlike anything you've ever experienced. Here's how it's done. Sign up, recruit some friends, and download the app. 24 hours before the event, get the challenge list and make your game plan. On race day, pick up your free backpack and swag, then join us for the event launch. Complete challenges, log them in the app, and share your experiences with friends. For 24 hours, or as long as you've got the gusto, embark on an adventure where you choose your path and set your pace. Want to keep it casual? No problem. High intensity more of your thing? That's cool too. However you do Questival, make sure to join us at the closing ceremonies for awards and prizes. The 2018 Questival Space Tour. Make space for good.
In the competing values framework, Cotopaxi falls somewhere between a clan and an adhocracy. Some elements of a clan culture is the sense of family participation. The adhocracy culture is illustrated by the fact that Cotopaxi is strongly dynamic, entrepreneurial, risk-taking, and values innovating.
The goal of the founder to alleviate poverty. The demands of the industry to make a quality product that somehow goes beyond. The unique approach within the company for selecting employees, the training, the leadership, the rewards. All these add up to the unique organizational culture that is Cotopaxi.
Cotopaxi is founded on the premise that people should come before profits, a belief which still holds true. This belief attracts a certain type of person and contributes to a culture where employees are dedicated to the cause and enjoy helping make gear for good. We've identified just 2 suggestions to help Cotopaxi expand and improve their culture. First, consider expanding the scope of wild time, or paid time that employees currently use to be outdoors. While Cotopaxi employees share a common interest in creating gear for good, each employee may be motivated by different things. Expanding the definition and scope of wild time to allow for each employee to pursue activities or topics of particular interest to them would help create a more meaningful work environment. For example, wild time could encompass community service, working on a personal project, or some other activity that an employee finds meaningful. This change may help employees to feel empowered and motivated.
Second, consider creating a profit-sharing program to help employees feel a sense of ownership in the company. When employees feel that their performance contributes directly to the success of the company and its mission, they feel more motivated at work. This profit sharing could take many forms, including in the form of a sum of money that employees can donate to an organization or cause of their choice. This will help further a sense of engagement amongst the Cotopaxi team and further advance Cotopaxi's mission.
Davis Smith says, today, for most businesses, their largest market is millennials who value experiences more than things. Your product has to tell a story that resonates. You can't just compete on the best technical performance or make the best backpack anymore. You have to go deeper and make a human connection that's meaningful.